Hi students, in this session we'll continue with exercise 7.2 question number 4, and this question again is related to section formula. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points -3, 10 and 6, -8 is divided by -1, 6. So now you have to find the ratio. So let me assume the line segment to be AB with the coordinates given as such, and P is the point -1, 6 which is dividing this line segment in some ratio. And here you have to find the ratio. So what will be the ratio? Until this time we had been taking this as M1 and M2. So the ratio AP by PB, we took it as M1 by M2. But when there are two unknowns, it becomes difficult for us to find. Adanala enna pannalamna M1 by M2 ku badala we can substitute as K, and K use panni irukra formula for sectioning. That formula you can apply. So what is P of -1, 6? Using K, how is that you will proceed with the formula? I'll start with K times something plus something divided by K plus 1, comma, this is X coordinate. Again K times of something plus something divided by K plus 1 again. And this is for the Y coordinates. So X2, X1. So when we substitute, K times of X2 is 6 plus X1 is -3 divided by K plus 1, comma, Y coordinates K of Y2 plus Y1 edukano. So Y2 enama, it is -8, Y1 is 10. So -8 plus 10 divided by K plus 1. See, this point is exactly P of -1, 6. So -1 corresponds to this coordinate and 6 corresponds to this point. Okay. So in the -1 I can equate it to this set. How is it? -1 is equal to, you are equating X coordinate. Upon equating the X coordinate, you get -1 is equal to 6k minus 3 divided by K plus 1, or K plus 1 other side edutittu ponana -k minus 1 is equal to 6k minus 3. When you take 6k the other side, you get it as -7k. This in the pakam vandadana plus 1 aidum, so you get it as -2. So the answer over here, what do we get? K is equal to 2 by 7. Because minus cancel aidum, 7 goes the other side, you get the value of K to be 2 by 7. It is enough to equate one coordinate. If you want to cross check again, you can even equating Y coordinate panni paakalam. Okay. So there as well you should get the same answer. Y coordinate is what? 6. So 6 is equal to, over here it is -8k plus 10 divided by K plus 1. So 6k plus 6 is equal to -8k plus 10. And 8k in the pakam plus 8k addum. So it is 14k is equal to, when 6 goes the other side, it is -6. So in the side or a 4 varum. So K is equal to what? 4 by 14, which can be simplified as again 2 by 7. So answer K is 2 by 7 in either of the scenarios. So one scenario equate panni kandupidicha podum. If in case you want to cross check, you can go for the second scenario as well. Question number 5. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining A of 1, -5 and B of -4, 5 is divided by the x-axis. So x-axis coordinate eppadi irukuma? You'll be having for sure in x-axis y value to be 0. Any point on the x-axis will have a value for x, but its y value will be 0. So in the hint adha nama use panikka porom. So as per the question, we have A and B points to be divided by the point P, and it is lying on the x-axis, therefore its coordinate is x, 0, and it is dividing the line segment in the ratio M1 is to M2, which can be taken as K to be a single variable, because in the question they have asked you for the ratio. Ratio M1, M2 rendu unknowns use பண்றதுக்கு பதிலா in this problem as well one single unknown K ni use பண்ண போறோம். See, I have written the k related formula and also substituted x1, x2 and y1, y2 in the formula. So in order to find exactly the value of k, I'm going to equate the known value in my coordinate, which is y coordinate value. Y coordinate is 0. ஏனா இது x axis ல இருக்கிற ஒரு point ன்னு கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. So 0 is equal to corresponding over here whatever y coordinate section we have got, I'm going to equate it. Equate பண்ணி simplify பண்ணா I'm getting k's value as 1. இப்போ next step என்ன? They have asked you to find the ratio and also they have asked you to find the coordinates of point of division. அதாவது p of x, 0 ல இருக்கிற x ஐயும் கண்டுபிடிக்க சொல்றாங்க. Okay. So x கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா I'll equate the x coordinate now. So on equating the x coordinate, I'm getting, by substituting k's value as 1 over here in x values, x oda value I'm getting it as minus 3 by 2. Because value of x identified as minus 3 by 2 and the point is x, 0, therefore minus 3 by 2, 0 becomes our point on the x-axis. Question number 6. If these are the 4 points and these are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order A, B, C, D likewise, find x, y. So in a parallelogram, in the points ellame, they are taken in order. You have to find x and y. For this, you should be knowing the properties of a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, first of all, you will be taking up all the 4 points in order. A, B, C, D like that. In a diagonal வந்து AC ன்னு வரணும். So A ன்றது இந்த point எடுத்தீனா C ன்றது கண்டிப்பா இந்த point எடுத்தாதான் you will get the proper coordinates. Okay. So parallelogram oda very interesting idea is the diagonals bisect each other. So bisect பண்ணது ரெண்டு diagonals ன்னு சொன்னா, so see I am joining the diagonal AC and also that of BD. இது ரெண்டும் intersect பண்ற இந்த point will be the same point. So can I take this point as O and this point O oda coordinates x, y. It is the same for both midpoint of AC and midpoint of BD. So what we are going to do is we will find the midpoint of AC and that of BD and say that the two are the same and equate the x coordinates of both the midpoints and also the y coordinates of both the midpoints in order to get your x and y asked in the question. So here I have written the midpoint formula and say midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. See question liyo illana in the diagram correct adanoda vertices ennendradha note panikonga. This is A, B, C, D. So A and C idanudaiya midpoint. How is that you will proceed? So coordinates will be x1 plus x2 adadu 1 plus x divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So y1 enama 2 and 6. So 2 plus 6 divided by 2. Same way over here BD ku paakano 4 3. So 4 plus 3 divided by 2 comma y 5. So y plus 5 divided by 2. So we have to equate the x coordinates and y coordinates of these two midpoints since it is the same. So here upon equating the x coordinate, we get the value of x to be 6 and y coordinates mattu equate panona, you get the value of y to be 3. Either x, y is 6, 3 point எழுதிராதீங்க, then it becomes wrong. Technically, these are two unknown variables. So y பாத்தீங்கன்னா b என்ற point ஓட coordinates ல இருக்கு. So b is அப்படின்னு எடுத்து I am writing it. So y is 3, therefore 4, 3. அதே மாதிரி C பாத்தீங்கன்னா 6, 6. Already x and 6 ன்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கோம் and you have y coordinate to be 6, therefore C is 6, 6. So this is how you will present your answer. X and y தனியா எழுதிட்டு and then points B and C என்னன்றதை எடுத்து எழுதலாம். And importantly, you have to present with all the relevant required formulas that you are using. இங்க midpoint use பண்றதுனால midpoint formula தனியா எழுதிக்கோங்க. தனித்தனியா midpoint of AC க்கு ஒரு தடவை formula, BD க்கு ஒரு தடவை formula எழுதணும்னு அவசியம் கிடையாது. Question number 7. Find the coordinates of a point A, where AB is diameter of a circle whose center is given and the point B's coordinates are given. So imagine this is the circle with diameter AB whose A point is not given. So I'm taking it as A of x, y. B is 1, 4 and its center is given as O. I'm taking it as 2, minus 3. So now you have to find what is the coordinate of A. இப்போ AB அப்படின்றது diameter and O is the center னு சொன்னா அப்போ OA equals OB தான் இருக்கணும் because they are radii. So you will have this line AB to be divided in the ratio 1:1 or you can say O is the midpoint of AB னு சொல்லலாம். So midpoint formulaவை இங்க apply பண்ணி I am going to try to find out what is X and Y. So the answer goes here. Midpoint of AB la midpoint formula apply பண்ணிருக்கோம். So O is the midpoint. So O of 2 comma minus 3 is equal to midpoint na varumbodhu these 2 points, which is at A and B. I am going to consider X plus 1 divided by 2, Y plus 4 divided by 2. Equating the X coordinate and Y coordinate value of this point O and our midpoint formula, I am getting X as 3 and Y as minus 10. So final answer la you have to take that and write X A oda coordinates enna because adha we are finding it out. What is the coordinate of A is my question. So finally I am expected to write the coordinates separately. So what is A? A is 3 comma minus 10. Question number 8. If A and B are minus 2 comma minus 2, 2 comma minus 4. So A, B rendu points kodutanga coordinates. Find the coordinates of P. So there is another point P which is dividing this line segment AB in the ratio 3/7 nu sollalam. But AB in சொல்லிட்டு கொடுக்கல questionல தெளிவா பாருங்க they have given AP is equal to 3/7 times of AB. I can even write it as AP divided by AB is equal to 3/7. அதாவது AB ன்றது டோட்டலா 7 parts na அதுல AP ன்றது 3 parts. ஏன்னா you are not discussing about AP by PB. இவ்வளவு நேரம் M1 by M2 னு எடுத்ததெல்லாம் AP divided by PB. அதாவது AP this part divided by PB. ஆனா இங்க கொடுத்திருக்கிறது AP by AB கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. AB is the entire line. So entire line you 7 parts are divide பண்ணா அதுல AP வந்து it will be 3 parts. So AP is 3 parts na in that case remaining PB என்னவா இருக்குமா? Total is 7 parts னு சொல்லும்போது this will be 4. So my ratio M1 by M2 comes out to be AP by PB which is equal to 3/4. So in the ratio let me take it as K or M1 M2 னு கூட எடுத்துக்கலாம். So K formula apply பண்ணாலும் okay இல்ல M1 M2 use பண்ண formula apply பண்ணாலும் okay. You are going to do section formula and find out this point P of X comma Y. So for solving I have made use of M1 M2 formula because இதுல you have 3 and 4. So 3, 4 னு தனித்தனியா யூஸ் பண்றது fractions avoid பண்ணும். ஏன்னா K ன்றது 3/4 னு apply பண்ணீங்கன்னா again fraction வச்சு simplify பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும். So I have used which formula? M1 M2 formula. So straight away M1 and M2 I am substituting 3 times of something plus 4 times of something divided by 3 plus 4. Again 3 times of Y coordinates kana values எடுத்துட்டு வரணும். 3 times of Y2 plus 4 times of Y1 divided by 3 plus 4. Equating the X coordinate and equating the Y coordinates that we have over here, I am getting the value of X to be minus 2/7 and Y as minus 20/7. So final answer taniya eduthu you have to write it like this because the question is find the coordinates of P. So finding the coordinates of P finally ninga kaamikanum. Question number 9. Find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment joining A of minus 2 comma 2 and B of 2 comma 8 into 4 equal parts. See 4 equal parts are pirikadhan sonna you can say A B oda midpoint is Q. Correct? 4 equal parts are pirikadhan sonna first ada rendu equal parts are piripom adukapprama vara and rendu parts you another 2 equal parts are you are going to divide. So you can say Q is the midpoint of AB. Same way P inradha I can take it as midpoint of AQ. Once after you find what is Q, can you find the midpoint of AQ? Perfectly yes. So adu enava irukum P ah irukum. Again QB oda midpoint, that will be what? R. So QRP 3 points you can find out by applying midpoint formula. So here I have applied the midpoint formula for AB. So midpoint of AB is Q. So A and B points are the coordinates eduthu I have applied the midpoint formula. I am getting it as 0, 5. So now AQ oda midpoint is P. So இந்த ரெண்டு coordinates use பண்ணி you have to apply the midpoint formula. So here we have found out the midpoint of AQ as P, which is minus 1, 7 by 2, and midpoint of QB to be R, which is 1, 13 by 2. So here we have the 3 points Q, P and R that is required in the problem. Question number 10. This is the last question of this exercise. Find the area of a rhombus if its vertices are given like this and it is all taken in order. இப்போ area of rhombus க்கு formulaவே hint கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, exam hall கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. So in your textbook they have given area of rhombus is equal to half of product of its diagonals. Product of its diagonals அப்படினா என்னமா, length of diagonals நம்ம multiply பண்ணணும்னு அர்த்தம். So length of diagonal na, over here I have AC to be one diagonal and BD to be the other diagonal. So length of diagonal is nothing but the distance. So the distance formula apply பண்ணோம்னா you can find out AC and BD and then apply that in the formula in order to get the area of rhombus. So using distance formula we have found out the value of the diagonal AC and BD. அது ரெண்டத்தோட lengthையும் I have substituted in the given formula. Area of a rhombus is half into the diagonals oda product AC into BD. So அதை இன்னும் further simplify பண்ணனா rootல இருக்கிற values வெளிய எடுக்கிறதுக்காக அதை simple factorize பண்ணிருக்கேன். You know 16 oda root is 4 and 36 is 6 and ரெண்டு 2's இருக்கு, so ஒரு 2 I have taken it outside. On simplification we are getting the answer as 24 square units. Since it's an area you have to write it in square units or unit square. இங்க வந்து it is all the coordinates அப்படின்றதுனால you do not know specifically whether it's centimeter or meter. அதனால generalize பண்ணி you'll write it in square units. So area for rhombus is 24 square units. With this exercise gets over and all these questions relevant to section formula we have discussed till now. Thank you students.